One brilliant Star Wars hypothesis connects the Empire's cloning research to the Thrawn saga from the expanded universe, as The Mandalorian continues to hint at its significance. Grand Admiral Thrawn's live-action debut has never been closer thanks to a name drop in The Mandalorian Season 2 and Ahsoka delivering live-action versions of Star Wars Rebels characters. Despite the fact that Thrawn entered the Star Wars canon in 2017, the character's expanded universe legacy remains enduring. Despite Disney's Lucasfilm classifying all stories from the expanded universe as legends, the significance of Grand Admiral Thrawn to the Star Wars universe was acknowledged when the character was introduced into Star Wars Rebels Season 3. The majority of Thrawn's canon Star Wars tale is placed during the Empire's rule, in contrast to the Star Wars EU. This is now set to change, as Thrawn seems an obvious choice for the Mandalorian era's big bad. Decades before Star Wars, The Force Awakens, the Star Wars universe had its first Episode 7 in the form of Timothy Zahn's Thrawn trilogy, set right after Return of the Jedi. Much differently from The Force Awakens' inevitable 30-year time jump, Heir to the Empire continued the story from where George Lucas had left off by introducing several new concepts, characters, and storylines. Though Lucas never considered the expanded universe canon, those stories helped keep the Star Wars franchise alive until the prequels. Arguably the expanded universe's greatest addition to Star Wars, Grand Admiral Thrawn is now set to be revisited in live action during the Mandalorian era. The Mandiverse as a whole is very much an adaptation of the Thrawn trilogy, even if Thrawn does not appear in The Mandalorian Season 3. By picking up the tale soon after Return of the Jedi, the second trilogy's approach is reversed, and the Star Wars TV universe is brought closer to what Zahn accomplished with Heir to the Empire. The concept that the Empire isn't truly gone coupled to the mysteries of Imperial cloning research mirrors what the Thrawn trilogy presented, and Ahsoka is searching for Thrawn, as was revealed in The Mandalorian Season 2. Moreover, Thrawn is actively engaged with the Mandiverse's tale. Notwithstanding how well-known Baby Yoda is, Grogu is a crucial character in the Star Wars world. The fact that so many individuals were seeking for the child was precisely how The Mandalorian encountered Grogu. The television program eventually established that Moff Gideon was the primary agent hunting for the child. The Mandalorian Season 2 almost definitively proved that Moff Gideon's goals were limited to wanting Grogu to examine his blood, despite the fact that his intentions were still unknown at the time of the Season 1 conclusion. The cloning research Gideon and the other remaining Imperial forces were engaged in was also prominently hinted at in The Mandalorian Season 2, and it has since been brought up again in the Coruscant subplot of The Mandalorian Season 3. Whatever remains from the Empire, be it under the leadership of Moff Gideon or Thrawn, has definitely not given up the cloning research that stretches back to the Clone Wars era. Even the Kaminoan study was taken on by the Empire, which kept investigating the potential of cloning. Yet, despite the fact that it appears clear that the Empire is attempting to produce Force-sensitive clones to act as hosts for Palpatine or to construct a creature like Snoke, there may be another purpose for their search for Grogu. A Thrawn trilogy notion becoming canon would be the emergence of Ysalamiri monsters, which could fend against the Force in the EU. The third season of Star Wars Rebels introduced the Ysalamiri into the Star Wars canon when a pair of statues in Grand Admiral Thrawn's office were discovered to be obviously modeled on the species from the expanded universe. Nevertheless, it is uncertain if the Ysalamiri monsters from the Disney Star Wars canon that are mentioned in Rebels has the same capacity to restrain the Force as those from the expanded universe. Yet, something like the Ysalamiri would be an intriguing addition to the Mandiverse, and not necessary to The Mandalorian Season 3 if Grogu's blood and the cloning research are being utilized to build a monster that could repeal the Force. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to comment, subscribe, and give us a like.